Yeah, we're just gonna go through here. And this should be the next unfinished area, I guess. And I think the good news about this is that it will drop us where we want to go. So this is a cursed prison. It's got spooky Halloween ghosts in it. And these enemies are called specters. Those enemies are called gargoyles. Obviously, reuse some assets from the other Saturn exclusive area. Oh, but unfortunately we can't make it through here until we come in from the other side. So that's mysterious. But the good news is we should be able to get there relatively easily. Let's go back to Olrox's quarters. I forget to cross through them every single time. Fill our hearts back up. Okay. Where do I want to go? I guess we can go down from the outer wall because I believe there is something for me at the very bottom. Trying to think. Olrox's quarters will take us closest to the caverns. Yeah. We can get there from here as well, so let's just do this. So our goal should just be to get to the bottom. Can Richter not use the elevator? Or did I just forget to turn it on? I just forgot to turn it on. And we just want to go all the way to the bottom. I don't know if we can interact with this with Richter. Yeah, we can't. Nothing down here for us. what do we want to do now? Yeah, we're gonna go up back through the marble gallery so that we can get down to the caverns. Every single time, I swear to God. It's so hard to pull off. Yeah, so we wanted to go down one of these in order to get to where we're going. So this is a really good explanation of why this game's graphics are considered less good than the PS1 version. So I mentioned before the resolution of the PS1 was, I believe, 256 by 224 pixels. And that is what Symphony of the Night uses. I'm gonna look this up really quickly to make sure I'm not crazy. 256 by 240, I believe. Yeah, so 240p, basic 240p. However, the Sega Saturn version is really weird. So the reason for that is because the Sega Saturn version has a slightly different base resolution. So the Saturn doesn't support 256 by 240. It allows 320 by 240. So as a result, you have to pillar box the screen a little bit and then also shift the overall graphical resolution. So on the PS1 version, if you're looking at the screen, that the diagonal guardrail will be, for the most part, evenly stepped. But there's an extra pixel on the Saturn version. So it looks like every 10 or so, maybe 7 or so pixels, it randomly jumps up a step and it looks really jagged. Now, there's one other interesting aspect to this that makes the Saturn version and the PS1 version look a little bit different. You'll notice that things look a little bit thinner, or some elements look a little bit thinner on the Saturn version. And the reason for that is that pixels were going to be stretched a little bit on the PS1 version. As a result, an individual pixel is going to be a little bit wider than it is tall for a 4:3 aspect ratio. This, because of the letterboxing in the Saturn version, is not true as far as I know. And so it really should look more like this, with the pixels stretched to fill the full aspect ratio. But that is not how the console outputs, so we get these interesting outlines. Now, the base versions of these games are letterboxed on the top and bottom to make it widescreen. The patch that we're using removed that in both the PS1 and this version. However, this version, because of its aspect ratio kind of stuff and the resolution stuff going on, you'll sometimes see areas of the top and bottom of the screen where you can see sprites where there's no background tiling. And that has to do with how the Saturn renders video. But yeah, so that's a resolution talk for you all. That's one of the interesting qualities of the Saturn version over other versions of the game. Tira asks, where you even learned this? I played the PS1 version and then I played the Saturn version. I went, this looks weird, and I looked it up. And people have made videos about it. They've written articles about it. Digital Foundry is a really great resource for learning about retro games and, well, modern games as well, but learning about the technical qualities of video games. Highly recommend that channel, Digital Foundry. But there's lots of other cool breakdowns, videos. Hardcore Gaming 101 has some really good articles about that. That was like my favorite website as a kid. If you've never read any of their articles, a lot of them unfortunately have broken assets now. I think there's an article about this very topic on there. But I think that was the one that the Google search I just did really quickly to get the exact numbers was referencing even. But yeah, so you can find out about this stuff. It's out there. It's not that obscured information. It sounds like silly stuff that doesn't matter, but it makes a really big difference if you're using original hardware to the overall visual quality of the game, especially on an old CRT, which is what I mean. That's what I'm playing on. I'm playing on a CRT right now. So it does affect the game, and it's good to know about. In general, I highly recommend people become familiar with their hardware and what their hardware can actually do, because it makes a pretty big difference to how you understand video games and how you understand how they work. Knowing the limitations of what your stuff can do can lead you to making better decisions about, like, for example, what versions you're playing. And there we go. We're on the other side of the cursed prison now. It leads to better decision making on not only what ports you play and things like that, but also just in general, your understanding of how games are made and how they work and what can be expected in them. Raph says, my hardware is my phone. Well, good news for you. Phones nowadays are some of the strongest computers we've ever had. Most phones are the best screens that most people own in their entire house, and that counts their TV. Most modern flagship phones have higher resolution, higher refresh rate, higher color accuracy displays than most people's computer monitors, than most people's PC monitors, or not PC monitors, TV monitors, things like that. So it's phones are powerful. Don't discount them. Don't discount them at all. Most cell phones are better emulation devices than most people's computers. Ren says, looking things up is great. You learn things when you do, and you avoid having a sudden aha moment about the name Metroidvania, where you only recently realized that it's just Metroid and Castlevania put together. Did I already go up here? I think I did. Yes. All right. So, fun fact about this game, this applies to both Richter and Alucard. You cannot jump or scale the screen faster than the screen wants to scale. So it is actually faster to let yourself fall a little bit when you do the uppercut before doing another one than it is to just perfectly chain them frame perfect, because you will be limited by how much the screen has scaled, which is kind of cool. You know, little things. I don't remember if Richter can fight the succubus. Let's see. I also just realized I don't know if I ever went to this area in the inverted castle when we were playing as Alucard. I don't remember if there's a boss fight here. Did I even try this? I guess I didn't. Yeah, Richter can't fight the succubus. There we go. Okay. Speaking of phones, this is stupid. This is completely unrelated to the game that we're playing, but speaking of phones, I'm really considering buying a new phone, and I really need to not do that because my phone is perfectly good, and I won't be able to trade in the one that I have right now because I use the one I have right now for VTubing. Raph says, Drastic is literally the best DS emulator out there and it's only for Android. This is true. Drastic is excellent. So, transparency-wise, water is still gonna be dithered. I don't think it looks too bad. Don't need to worry about this. I know there's a life max in one of these. It might be in the inverted castle though. Oh no, life max up is here. Ren says, I like the detail that there are fish skulls under the water. I agree, I like it too. So yeah, you can see what I was talking about here with the tiling being revealed on the top and bottom of the screen, where you can still see the water, even though the background tiling is gone on the top. Again, just a weird quirk of this particular version and how it renders video. I don't think Richter needs to go to either of these areas. Let's check. I think this just gives us relics. Oh, it gave us a life max up here, though. Okay, that's good. Oh no, okay. All right, there's nothing here, so. Oop. Got stuck for a second. Where's the nearest save room? It's a little bit a ways. Yeah, it's a little bit away from us. It's fine. We can fight Scylla like this. It'll be fine. Oh no! You know what? This is a shortcut back to the start, so we can come here, unlock this. I think there's a life max up right here too. So we, yep, look at that. And as flawed as this version of the game is, it has so much character. It's just got a really weird quality to it that I really like. There we go. All right, now all that we have to do is find, oh, what I get for hitting the button by accident. All we have to do is go find Scylla. Furogu. Togo. Huh? Did I just not fight Scylla? I guess I just didn't fight Scylla. I don't remember where she is. Oh, do I? Yes. Oh, I remember where I have to go. Okay. We'll go down there after we fight her. I remember what I'm doing. Welcome to chat, Haley. Hello. Ah! It's annoying that I can't push the box as Richter. I wish I could. Oh, I can now. Okay, never mind. I was like stuck, unable to do it before. Is this the corridor I want to be in? No, I need to go to the next one. There we go. This is why I was lost. In Japanese, the name there is Skula's dragon. Hydra, I think is what it said, but... Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? Is that how it's pronounced in Greek or whatever? Skula? I always thought it was Scylla in Kyrgyz. Scylla's tail. In Greek, it's Scylla. Gotcha. Okay. So, Scylla and Charybdis. In English, we typically say Scylla. But, you know, obviously English, speaking foreign languages, is ridiculous, so. All right, we got this. He moves so quickly. So, despite playing this game a lot as a kid on the PS1, my fondest memory of playing this game... Oh wow, I just can't go through there, I guess. Interesting. My fondest memory of playing this game was actually... I mean, I guess I was still a kid, but... I was probably 14 or 15. And when I was 14 or 15... To explain my living situation is kind of interesting, but my grandfather built our house, and he built it as a two-family house where he and my grandmother could live, and my mom and we could live, and my family could live. And they're connected, but they were also completely separate houses. So our house was on a hill. And from one side of the house, from the front side of the house, you were on higher ground than you were if you were on the back side of the house. So our house basically had instead of having a front and a back, it had two fronts, where the back side of the house, the first floor was completely ground level, but it was on the lower side of the hill. And then on the other side, you were on the higher side of the hill with the front side of the house. And then basically the basement of one side of the house was the first floor of the other, and the first floor of the other side of the house was the second floor of the backside. So growing up, after my grandfather died, I moved into my grandmother's house, which was the back side of the house. And I inherited her computer. My grandmother doesn't care about computers. She has her iPad. She likes her iPad. But this was back in the day before iPads, and my room became the computer room. And so I had this old gateway, this like 2001 gateway, 256 megabytes of video memory. Hell yeah. I ended up putting literally like a GTX like 470 in it or something. There we go. I don't remember the exact first graphics card I had, but it was something like that. Sorry, I'm chewing. I don't know if Richter can get up here. He can't. Okay. Anyway, so as a kid, you know, I had this gateway PC that my grandmother basically gave me. It was her computer. It came with The Sims, but I ended up putting a graphics card in it, really cheap graphics card. You know, my dad got it from Walmart probably 2 or 3 years after it was modern technology, but very great graphics card. I wanted it so that I could play Fable, because I couldn't render the water in Fable without a graphics card. Fun fact. The Lost Chapters. To give you any context on when this story takes place. But my grandmother's computer, even without a graphics card, was able to emulate stuff. Like I played a lot of PS1 and N64 games on it. And this is one of the reasons why I'm probably both knowledgeable about emulation, but also really frustrated by the fact that other people aren't. You know, people will be like, "Oh, I can't emulate PSP game, or I can't emulate like PS2 games on my computer. My computer's too bad to do it." And I'm like, "Bro, I was emulating PS2 games on an off-the-shelf computer in my grandma's house in 2002, while the PS2 was the only console available, like what was an active console. You know, so emulation is not as hard or taxing on systems as people put it out to be, as long as you have relatively okay hardware. Obviously, you're not going to emulate a PS3 on a netbook or something, but for basically PS2 and below, you're pretty capable of emulating pretty much anything, or on pretty much anything, with the exception of certain phones and stuff. But that's more of a software issue and a chipset issue than it is just a fact of emulation. But anyway. My fondest memory of Symphony of the Night actually came when I was like 14. I was sitting in my room with this computer that I inherited from my grandma, and it was, I think, the first time that I ever was like, I want to play all of Symphony of the Night. Like, I want to play Richter mode. I want to get 206% of the map in Alucard mode. And I just remember being on like MSN Messenger, chatting with my friends, playing a lot of Ragnarok online, and then whenever people went to bed and like whenever they weren't playing Ragnarok with me, I was playing Symphony of the Night on EPSXE. You know, even though I literally had the game in the disk drive, like I own Symphony of the Night, but I was just playing it on the emulator, and I ended up getting, you know, full map completion. And that's my fondest memory. My fondest memory, running through the inverted castle. In that area specifically, last playthrough, when we were playing as Alucard, where I was like, why can't I get the map to complete here? Like, I was literally just sitting there for hours, like, getting every tile of the map to unlock and figuring out, like, how to get the things to mark on the map. And those were the days, man. Is this where I want to be? Yes. Resident Evil 2 was another game that I played a lot and I owned as a child, but my fondest memory of that game is emulating the N64 version, which is the version that I owned, but still emulating it on Project 64 on that computer when I was a child. I'm probably gonna die. This is not good. Oh no, I think I'll live. There's a save point. No, it's not. Okay, crap. Well, that's really bad. Damn it. Let's go to the right this time. I like how the were-skeletons just explode when you're playing as Richter. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Yuko box. Yeah, these things are called Yuko box. Okay. Oh, Richter has no point, no reason to go in here. At least not one I can think of. Alright, let's oh, we cleared hurdle jump and Richter. Let's go. Alright, let's save again. Get our health back. Let's go show Legion what's up. Yeah. This is truly just here to, like, grief me, steal my hearts before the boss fight, where having a lot of hearts and being able to item crash is really helpful. Here we go. I think this is it. Alright, bye Legion. This is what happens when you bathe corpses in holy water. We could honestly probably defeat Dracula now. Alright, so now we just need to make our way back to the inverted castle and do the inverted side of things, which shouldn't be particularly difficult. I was waiting for him to attack so that I wouldn't get hit by it on the back end. All right. Trackstar Richter, let's go. Haley says, are there any story differences or additions when playing as other characters? Nope, just a gameplay thing. There is a sort of story mode to, I believe, one of the other Castlevania's secondary character playthroughs, but not this one. Yeah. Ouch. Raft says, isn't it the GBA one that you play as two brothers? There are no GBA Castlevanias where you play as two brothers, so I don't know what you're talking about. But there is a mode in Aria of Sorrow, which is on the GBA, where you play as 3 characters, and that has some story content. But we will get to that when we get to it, probably next Halloween. Oh, oops. They really want to make it hard for you to get up there without having to wait. There we go. All right, let's go to the inverted castle. I do like that the Saturn version adds the outside wall of this right there. It's for loading reasons, but I think it looks cool. He uses the grand cross pose there. It's kind of cool. All right, let's do inverted castle. I don't know if we're gonna do all bosses here just because navigating is a pain and fighting Galamoth with Richter is also a pain, but... Oh yeah, we get instant life ups here. I forgot about that. Because it's just like, you're gonna fight the boss, just do it. That's a hard gap to get out of. Jeez. Oh, I didn't come here. Oops. I think there's a life max up on the other side. Whatever. We won't. I'm not worried about it. Go ahead and save. We're in the inverted castle. Oh, this is not the warp room, is it? And right now our whole quest is just making ourselves as beefy as we can be for Dracula. Oh, I can't get out there. Dang. I guess I'll have to go out this way. Bren says, if I was approached by an enemy, I would just say no. That's the attitude. Just say no to conflict with Dracula. Nobody can make you do what you don't want to do. Just say no. No! Hardest jump in the game. Can I teleport? Will it give me a teleport, or will it just leave me in here? And left me in here. Okay. I didn't know if it would be like the first teleporter. Ah, I forgot about that. Still early in the night. We've got plenty of time to do Maria after this too. That's exciting. Part of me wants to see if I can just beat Dracula right now. I probably can. I think the difficulty there will be fighting Shaft, but... Actually, no, I don't think the difficulty is going to be Shaft. Now that I remember, I think Shaft has a quick kill that I know how to do. Oh yeah, this room. I forgot. We have to fight Medusa. I still don't know why they give us money when we're playing as these characters, but I won't hold it against them. I do love money. They know how much I love money. Nope, not the one we want. I love these weird urns that Dracula has. Like, I just want to know, what are they supposed to be? Like, what's the point of their design? Because they look like weird, tall-necked bird things. These things are demonic. Oh my god. I mean, I guess literally they are. They're called devils, but... And then these things are... Oh god. Danger. All right, we should be safe now. This leads to the Colosseum, I think. Yeah, I don't want to be here right now. I want to get to the save point that's just like just across here. Without waking up the ruler sword, which I just woke up. Okay, scary. I'm gonna have to work so hard to get all these hearts back. Oh. No. No! Yikes. That's brutal. That's a brutal death. That's not good. That's a not good amount of time to lose, and a not good amount of boss fight to lose. That's a bummer. That's fine. We'll be alright.